there, a medial sacral would be deep. You have to kind of like push this through and bring it up, and it would be this one. I have it right there, but then you have to kind of like, you see? Okay, because that one goes in the middle, too deep. It's hard to see if you're distant away, but that's where it is right there. So you got once like a V, opposite V, and then another V. Okay, so external, internal, and middle sacral. Same thing with the vein. Okay, common iliac, and then external, and then internal, same thing. Okay, so you go up there, and then you try to locate the ones that are going towards the digestive system. That's the inferior mesentery. Here you could see iliolumbar arteries right there. Okay, here you could see the ovarian or gonadal arteries right there. So whatever the organ is associated with, that's what it is. Here you could see renal vein. Right next to it, probably you should be able to see renal arteries, heart, but you know, that's what it is. They usually have it side to side. So right there. Renal arteries, renal vein. Renal arteries, renal vein. Okay. It looks like probably these would be the remnants of adrenal arteries and adrenal veins, because that's on top. So here's the adrenal gland, here's the adrenal arteries and adrenal vein associated with that. On top of the kidneys, you should see the superior mesenteric, which is right here. That's superior mesenteric right there. Okay. On top of the superior mesenteric, you should be able to see the celiac trunk, which has the three separation and all that. So let's see if we can see it. Okay. So looks like this one right there. You guys see it? Right there. So one of the branches, it looks like going to the spleen. That would be a splenic arteries right there. You guys see it? Okay. Another branch is going to the stomach. That would be the gastric. You have to do some cleaning up, but it might be right here.
So
you see it? No. Right here. Gastric, splenic, and one goes to the liver. So you could probably pick it up right there. Hepatic arteries. So all of three of them, they connect to the celiac trunk. Okay? So then we can go over here and see the inferior vena cava right there. Okay? And if you push all of these aside, you're probably going to be able to see the azygos right there. Azygos vein. Here is the superior vena cava. Here is the heart. We covered and cut probably the serosa, pericardium, and all that right there. Okay, those are the pericardium. Remember the epicardium we talk about, and so on. Here's the articles. Here are the chambers. Here's the left side is thicker. Here's the right side is thinner. The valves are there. The carotid tendinase are there, and all that. Okay, so we move. You could see some of the coronary arteries there too. Okay, so we go on top of the heart. You should be able to see aortic arch. The aortic arch is right here at the base. It's hard to see, but it's there. Okay, which again, you have two branches. One of them is bigger than the other. The bigger one is called what? You guys remember? Brachiocephalic. And the other one is left subclavian. Good job. Okay, so brachiocephalic is trifurcate. That means there is like three branches comes off.
Right subclavian.
Right. One of them becomes the right subclavian.
Like common carotid.
And then common carotid, yes.
And left subclavian.
And no, the left subclavian is this one.
And left
Axillary?
common carotid.
Okay, let me explain to you. Here's the brachiocephalic. One branch, it goes and becomes the brachial arteries, okay? And then once, before brachial arteries, it's axillary. We call the axillary once it's on the armpit area. And then it's a brachial, and then becomes the, you know, the ulnar and the radial and all that, okay? So the other branches, it goes and becomes the right common carotid and the left common carotid. So there's three branches: left common carotid, right common carotid, and brachial artery. Okay. The other one is the left subclavian. So left subclavian, axillary, brachial, and the same format basically. Okay. The very first one that goes down is probably your mammillary. Okay. And the very first one that goes up top is hard because you guys didn't do a very good job in cleaning. It would be vertebral. Okay. So did you guys get a chance to look at some of the models with the vertebral artery? It goes right on the. There was a model in the back side was empty. Which one is? I think it's this one right there. Okay. Take a look. These are the vertebral arteries right there. Because these are the vertebrae. Okay. So vertebral arteries right there. It goes through the hole. Okay. Okay. So. As far as the vein goes, same ideas. You have the superior mesenteric, then you have brachiocephalic vein. These are brachiocephalic vein. Now, brachiocephalic vein, they become what? Jugular, which the jugular becomes external jugular and internal jugular, and then transverse jugular. Okay?
You said superior mesentery?
Huh?
You said superior mesentery?
No, superior mesentery was here. This is
You meant
brachiocephalic. This
Superior
is superior
vena
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 cava.
cava, right? Yeah.
Superior vena cava turns into two brachiocephalic. This is the right brachiocephalic, this is the left brachiocephalic. But every time they branch out, we call it a different thing. Now you have right subclavian. Now you have right jugular, external jugular. The right jugular becomes external jugular and internal jugular and transverse jugular.
What about the facial?
So this big one will be the external.
This is external jugular, that's right.
And in terms of facial, right? Anterior and posterior?
Well, these are, you know, you have to look to see where it's going. It looks like this one is going towards the temporal. We call it